I want to talk to you about the best personal loans with a cosigner or a co-borrower today, okay? So here's a list I want you to pay attention to. The thing is that when you think about the best personal loans with cosigner or co-borrower support, it's really great because this kind of loans can really help you when you really, let's say you need help qualifying, right? You can really have someone else sort of vouch for you. So that's really good. So here's a list I want you to pay attention to. The first lender I want to introduce to you is Patelco Credit Union. And when you think about Patelco Credit Union, I want you to think about a maximum loan amount of $100,000. That's really good. $100,000. And you have a APR that goes from 9% to 17, sometimes 18 to 20%. But loan amount actually goes from $300 all the way to $100,000. And minimum credit score really hovers around 600 to 650. Okay. The cool thing about the Patelco is that you have a pre-qualification offered, so that's really good. You have the possibility to actually get a soft pull on a Patelco website. You have a low APR ceiling. That's really good. Next day funding possible. So if you're looking for a great loan with a cosigner or co-borrower this year and you want next day funding, I want you to really think about Patelco for real. Okay. And this loan is kind of cool also because it has no origination fee, so that's really good. You're taking all the loan proceeds in your pocket. You have a large range of repayment terms, loan amounts. So from $300 all the way to $100,000, you have a large area of loan amounts, of loan possibilities. Okay, and there is also a possibility to reduce the rates. So rate reduction is available. Loan protection plan is available also. And the cool thing about Patelco is that Patelco is available nationwide. Okay, you are able to qualify no matter where you are at. On the flip side, when you think about Patelco, you gotta really go through the process to know more because eligibility requirements are not really disclosed fully, and the longer loan terms carry higher starting APR. So if you want to have, let's say, if you want to have a 5 years or 7 years repayment window, they'll charge you a lot more. Okay. And there is no auto pay discount. So if you really have, if you set up an auto pay process with Patelco, they're not giving you any discount. You must become a member to borrow. This is actually a credit union, and they have physical branches only in California, but you can really borrow no matter where you are at. So this is really good. So the thing is that this loan, Patelco loan, is actually great for you if you are looking for a flexible repayment term loan. And you want to qualify with the lowest rates, okay? That's really fantastic. If you're looking for the best personal loans with a cosigner or co-borrower help, I want you to think about Firsttech Credit Union. And by the way, I have other regular loans too, not just the credit unions, but I just want to show you the credit unions first. So besides Patelco, you have Firsttech Credit Union. And with the Firsttech, you have a lower loan amount. So it goes from $500 all the way to $50,000. APR goes from 8% to 18%. And a minimum credit score with Firsttech is around 575 to 600. Okay, that's really good. I mean, the good thing about Firsttech is that, by the way, you don't have to be in tech, in IT to qualify. Okay, Firsttech, they started that way, but nowadays they're open to everybody. It doesn't matter where you are at. It doesn't matter where you live at. You can qualify for a Firsttech credit union membership and also get a loan. But remember, I'm speaking here about $500 to $50,000. So if you are seeking as little as $500, the Firsttech credit union institution is actually among the best small personal loan options with cosigner. It has a fast online application process, and it's really possible to get approved and receive funds the same day you apply. So I'm talking about 24-hour turnaround. That's really fantastic. If you have bad credit, you could actually still qualify for a loan with Firsttech, but it might take longer. I mean, they'll ask you for more information. They'll ask you for more paperwork. Okay. So the cool thing about Firsttech is that it is possible to pre-qualify. So you have the possibility to have a soft pull also. You do have a low APR ceiling. Same day funding is available. You have a streamlined online application. That's really good. And within Firsttech Credit Union, as a great personal loan with cosigner, basically you have a wide range of terms, loan amounts, And this credit union has no origination fee. So we love that. Anytime a lender has no origination fee, that's really fantastic. You can really defer first payment for 45 days. You have a debt protection program available, and this loan is available nationwide. So that's really good. On the flip side, eligibility requirements are not really clear. You must join this credit union. You have a higher starting APRs for longer terms, a relatively low maximum loan amount, $50,000, and physical branches are only available in 8 states. But this credit union is available nationally. If you can borrow no matter where you are at. So that's really good. If you're looking for the best personal loans with cosigner or co-borrower help, I want you to really think about Lending Club. Now, Lending Club is not a credit union, okay? Lending Club is an online lender that really can give you anywhere from $1,000 to $40,000. And the fixed APR here goes from 9% all the way to 36%. So if you think about affordability, if you think about flexibility, that's really good, okay? Now, minimum credit score, 300. So Lending Club will work with you even if you have 300, if you have a low credit score or even no credit score. So Lending Club actually offers joint personal loans as opposed to cosign loans, which gives both applicants access to the loan funds. The lender reviews credit scores and income for both the primary borrower and co-borrower to determine your eligibility, rates, and loan amounts. Again, loan amounts, we are speaking here about $1,000 to $40,000, okay? And so without a minimum credit score requirement, Lending Club actually ranks as one of the best bad credit personal loans, especially if you are looking for a loan with cosigner, okay? To qualify, if you want to qualify, you will actually show that you are able to repay the loan, right? So your source of revenue, you have to really show that. The cool thing about the Lending Club here is that you can pre-qualify to check rates, okay? So you have a soft pull process, and this may be an option for you if you are a borrower with bad credit. And joint personal loans available, relatively low minimum loan amount, but it's really good anyway, okay? Like you are looking at $1,000 rather. So, and Lending Club is available nationwide. So Lending Club is an online lender. It's available nationwide, okay? And you have a grace period that's there before the late payment fees kick in. On the flip side, APRs can be high. You have a relatively low maximum loan amount, up to 8% origination fee, and no auto-pay discount. So Lending Club charges you an origination fee that can go all the way to 8%, which means what? For instance, if you get approved for $1,000, they will take 8%, so that's $80. So you'll probably get you just get $920. So it is what it is. If you are looking for the best personal loans with cosigner this year, I want you to think about Livestream. So Livestream actually is a unit of Truist Bank, and Livestream is kind of cool because it is an online arm of that bank. Truist Bank is it's an excellent bank. It's a wonderful bank, and but see, Truist is actually geo-restricted. So Truist is not really present in all 50 states. So if you are looking for, let's say, if you don't live in a geography that Truist covers, it's just better to go with Livestream. The only thing about Livestream is that Livestream wants you to have good to excellent credit. So if you're looking for a great personal loan with cosigner, but you have, let's say, excellent credit, you want to go with Livestream. And the cool thing about Livestream is that the maximum loan amount here is $100,000. So that's really good. You are looking at $5,000 all the way to $100,000. So Livestream is kind of similar to Patelco in the sense that they give you a very generous high loan amount of $100,000. Okay, but see, if you have bad credit, you can't qualify with the Livestream loan. Okay, that's just something to really think about. Now, Livestream offers large loans with repayment terms ranging from 2 to 12 years. So the term length and rate depend on how you intend to use the loan funds. Those who are approved between 2:30 p.m. Eastern can receive loan funds the same day they apply. So that's really good, okay? If you want same-day funding, you could think about the Livestream in a pretty positive way. Livestream actually advertises some of the lowest personal loan rates, especially with an auto-pay discount worth 0.5 percentage points, twice the industry standard. Remember, the industry standard is around 0.25 percentage point, but Livestream is giving you twice as much. And Livestream also has a rate-based program that beats competitors' rates by 0.1 percentage points if the loan terms are the same. Now, the downside is that Livestream doesn't have a pre-qualification process, meaning you'll have to formally apply to check your loan offers. Okay, so that's really that could be a little problematic if you're thinking about preserving your credit score. And because when you go through a hard pull as opposed to a soft pull, you are really penalizing, quote unquote, penalizing your credit score. You must have good credit or better to qualify, plus a long credit history with a variety of accounts and very few delinquencies. So Livestream is consistently among the best personal loan companies for good credit, especially if you're looking for a loan with a cosigner. If you are looking for a great personal loan with a cosigner or co-borrower, I want you to really think about Wells Fargo. So Wells Fargo is a national bank. It's one of the top 4 banks. So with Wells Fargo, you have no problem with geo restriction. Wells Fargo is available in nearly all 50 states, so that's really good. So besides Chase, Citi, and Bank of America, Wells Fargo is the fourth top national bank. So that's really good. And on top of that, Wells Fargo actually has a very generous loan amount that goes all the way from $3,000 to $100,000. That's really good. And the rates are pretty decent too, pretty reasonable. You're looking at 8% to 25%. Okay, minimum credit score is kind of really low, also 500 to 550. The only thing is, it really helps if you are a current Wells Fargo customer. See, they really give a preference to their customers, to the bank customers. So if you want to increase your chances of getting a loan at Wells Fargo, I suggest that you first open a bank account with Wells Fargo and then build your relationship from there. And after a while, let's say after 3 months, after 6 months, you could probably just get a loan. Okay, that's important to really think about it that way. So when you think about Wells Fargo considers joint assets income when evaluating your application. So if you are a co-applicant, it's really good to know this thing. Okay, now the only thing I want to say here is that when you think about Wells Fargo, think about pre-qualification. There is a pre-qualification tool available, so you can also go through a soft pull. That's really good. You have flexible terms and loan amounts. Next day approval possible. Same day approval is not possible, but next day approval is possible. You have a relationship discount available, so that's really good to kind of help you out. And financial hardship may be available depending on the kind of relationship you have built with Wells Fargo beforehand. And Wells Fargo, as I said before, is available nationwide. With Wells Fargo, you have no problem of geo restriction. The only thing is that Wells Fargo has some restrictions. You must be an existing customer for 3 months to 1 year before you can qualify for this personal loan. And basically, you do have limited physical locations. But the thing is that, again, Wells Fargo is a national bank, so we don't have a problem with geo restrictions. It's only that if you want to go to a physical branch to actually finish the paperwork there, this could be a little problematic. So it's just better to do the whole thing, to have the whole conversation online with Wells Fargo. That will be better for you. If you're looking for the best personal loans with Cosigner, I want to introduce you to another credit union. This time, one of the best, if not the best credit union, Navy Fed. So Navy Federal of Credit Union is actually great for military families. The only thing with Navy Fed is that you got to have an affiliation. You got to have a relationship with the military, either biologically, geographically, or professionally. Okay, but with Navy Fed, if you qualify for membership, you can also get a loan that goes from $250 all the way to $50,000. Minimum credit score goes anywhere from 350 to 500 minimum. Okay, as long as you have a great relationship with Navy Fed, you should be fine. You should be really fine. Not a problem there. Okay, so for military families and Department of Defense employees, Navy Fed Credit Union is one of the top personal loans with a cosigner. It has a lower minimum loan amount than many competitors and a maximum APR of 18%. Think about it. Their minimum loan amount is $250, whereas if you were comparing contrast, Livestream is giving you a minimum loan amount of $5,000. Okay, that's really, you can see the delta right there. And the cool thing is that basically, when you go with NavyFed, you can use the cash for a lot of things you want, okay? Like emergencies or unplanned expenses, auto repairs, home improvements, weddings, debt consolidation, and major purchases. So that's really good. On top of that, when you go with NavyFed, you have the possibility to have a same-day funding. You have small loan minimums. You gotta have you have no origination fees. There is a military member discount, and you also have a high customer service satisfaction rate, or rating rather, with the JD power. So that's really good. On top of that, NavyFed does have overseas branches, customer-friendly support hours. So that's really fantastic. On the flip side, if you are looking for, let's say, a brick-and-mortar branch, you're not going to have that in all 50 states because NavyFed is only available in 19 states. There is no auto-pay discount, and they do have relatively fewer repayment term options, and you got to be affiliated with the military, as I said before. You got to be affiliated with the military, or have a member in the credit union. So there has to be this affiliation to actually qualify, okay, whether professionally, biologically, or geographically. So if you're looking for the best personal loans with Cosigner, I want you to think about PenFed. So PenFed is the second top credit union in the nation, but PenFed is really great because you do not have to be affiliated with the military to qualify for membership. Back in the days, like a couple of years ago, PenFed required you to be a member of the military or be affiliated with the military to qualify. Nowadays, everybody can qualify. Doesn't matter where you were at, doesn't matter where you live at, doesn't matter who you are. You can qualify for membership, okay? And that's really good. So with PenFed, you have the same high loan amount of $50,000, even though the minimum actually is not $250 as with the NavyFed, but it's $600. But it's still good anyway. It's still fantastic. With PenFed, you have pre-qualification available, competitive rates, a wide range of terms, loan amounts. There are no origination fees, so that's really good. Next day funding is available. Okay, you have a hardship relief program that may be available. On top of that, PenFed is available nationally. On the flip side, you do have to be a member, okay, which is not a problem because you can qualify with you can open an account real fast. Okay, all you have to do here is that you just need to deposit $5 into a savings account to qualify for membership. Okay, and but PenFed does have only branches in 14 states. So if you are looking for a physical, let's say a brick and mortar branch to actually do business there, you're not going to be happy. So those are the 7 best personal loans with Cosigner this year. So before I close to this conversation, let me give you a few facts here. When you think about a co-signed personal loan, I want you to think about a loan that could be useful to you if you need to borrow but can't qualify independently. When you have a co-applicant, the lender will consider both your credit histories and incomes to determine whether to offer a loan approval. Applying with a credit-worthy cosigner can also unlock better rates and a higher loan amounts. So the trade-off is that your cosigner is also responsible for paying back the loan, even though unlike co-borrowers, cosigners don't share equal access to the funds. Okay, something to really think about. So the best personal loans with cosigner or co-borrower support can be actually found at traditional banks, credit unions, and online lenders. So that's really important. So when you shop around, seek out competitive interest rates, customizable terms, and repayment assistance. Okay, that's really going to help you. So one thing for sure, to get a personal loan with a cosigner or co-borrower, monitor your credit, review your income and budget, check eligibility criteria, keep the lines of communication open, compare lenders, get pre-qualified with several lenders, and finally, you can apply. So that's really what you need to do this year if you want to get the best loan possible. So the bottom line here is that in today's conversation, I spoke to you about the best personal loans with Cosigner. I gave you the list and now the facts. The list: Patelco, Firsttech, Lending Club, Livestream, Wells Fargo, NavyFed, and PenFed. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.